Hello and welcome to the last video of the year. I can't realize that this today, when you're watching this, is actually the last day of the year. I am actually filming this on Christmas Eve, but it's just in a week, so it still feels very close. What I want to tell you about today is my favorite skincare products of the year. I'm also going to include hair care in it because it kind of mix it all together. I was going to put the makeup as well, and then I realized, hold on, there's quite a lot. So I'm going to do the skincare today, and I will be doing in January favorite makeup of the year, or my kind of go-to makeup or things I like. A makeup related video basically. I have a lot of makeup, so it could have a video on its own basically. So these are all products that I have been using almost every single day. I just want to say before I start showing you, I am in no way sponsored by any brands. You will notice that there are especially two brands that are actually covering most of my skincare things. The only reason for that is not because I am obsessed with them, although I am a little bit with one of them, but it's mostly because I have a very sensitive skin and I cannot put just anything on my skin. There are a lot of chemical products that my skin would react to, and I have to stay away from those. So those are two brands that usually stay away from them, although I have to check the ingredients all the time. And there are also two brands that are not for animal testing, against it, and I am too, so this is a big plus. And one of them for sure is trading their people who give them the ingredients to make their thing very fairly, and this is a massive thing to me. The other one, I have not been able to find enough information, but they are already against animal testing and they kind of go with my idea of skincare, so I am using them too. Anyway, moving on, the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to go and follow my skincare routine and my shower routine, you can say that, and my hair routine, so then you have them in the order I would use them. I think this is the simplest way to do it. For skincare, there are two scenarios. Either I have time, or I make time to do it properly and do all the steps, which is I actually do most days. I used to not be good with that, and my skin was suffering really badly, so I've made a big effort in the last year about this. So whenever I have some time and I make the effort to do this, the first thing I would use to cleanse my face is the Liz Earl Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser, and it comes in the pump. There's loads of different, you can get it in a tube as well, but basically what you do, you put, it's like a cream consistency, you put it on your face, massage it in, and you get a muslin cloth with it, and then you dampen that and you just clean it off, and removes all the makeup, and it just feels very nice and clean and fresh. But at the same time, it's for all skin types, but I've had no issues, quite gentle really on the skin. After this, I would use the toner that is Liz Earl. It's the Liz Earl Instant Boost Skin Tonic. Same again, I am pretty sure this one is for all skin types. Just don't want to tell you something silly. Yes, for all skin types. And so I really love this toner. I always use a toner because I feel like it makes a massive difference to my skin, especially if I'm going to apply makeup later on. This is the first time I find a toner I'm completely happy with. I've tried quite a lot of them, and usually there's always something, either they are too strong for me or they don't do enough, but I find this one is really good, and I haven't had any bad things from it from other of my friends who are using it, so that's quite good. And then this is something I am absolutely in love with. If you have sensitive eyes, I would strongly recommend it. It is the Eyebright Soothing Eye Lotion. So you can use it in two different ways. I use it on a daily basis just to cleanse my eyes, and do you know the way when you wake up and you feel like your eyes are super puffy and very tired and all? This is really good to kind of, I feel like it's opening up my eyes and waking them up for me sometimes. The other way to use them, and this is absolutely amazing, if you do a face mask, is to dampen with this two like circle shaped, cotton pads, and you leave them on your eyes while you're having the face mask on, and this is just so relaxing and nice. It's very good. I think once again it is for all skin types. It is still also suitable for contact lens wearers if you are one of these people. I am not, but I know I have friends who have issues with that. And then what I would use, so if it's during the day, in the morning, I would use the $1 Million moisturizer from Lush. I used to use Gorgeous for quite a while, like several years, and I really love it. It is quite pricey, but I always felt it was doing the right thing. The only thing I find is that in winter time it was sometimes not moisturizing enough. This one has an SPF 30, which to me is a massive thing. As you can see, I have extremely fair skin and tanning is not even an option for me. But it's not even about just tanning. I think having an SPF in your, either in your foundation or in your moisturizer, something on your face, even on a daily basis, really protects your skin. And you don't need to have a fair skin like I do to really need that. I think everybody can do with some SPF in their makeup or foundation or whatever they put on their face. So this one, what I like the most about it, so first of all, it's very moisturizing. Then it is, I'm going to try to show you, it has a little bit of, it's almost like gold shimmer. It doesn't look shimmery, but it just gives a really nice glow when you put it on. And sometimes, like most days, I just put that on and I don't even bother with my makeup, and it's enough, I find, to just make my face look a bit brighter. So that would be if I do it during the day. At night, and this is something I got in my little box, and it's from the range My Little Beauty. It's crème de minuit, it's soin reposant. It's called Midnight Cream Relaxing Skincare. It's a night cream. I got it in my little box, I think it was 2 or 3 months ago, and I absolutely love it so much that I'm going to France in 2 days actually, but I will be in France when you're watching this video. And unfortunately they still don't deliver to the UK, they only deliver in France their own range, so I am tempted to place an order and order more of those, because I really love that night cream. It is very nice on. It has a nice relaxing scent, but it's not too strong that it's overpowering or getting my skin all angry and red, so that's a big plus. So this was my skincare routine, like for my face when I have the time. When I don't have the time, this is what I use. So if you live in the UK, or if you don't live in France, basically, I do not know in which countries this is available. I buy this in France. It's Mixa Expert Peau Sensible. It's a micellar water. I've tried the Garnier one. It's not too bad, but it's not as good as that. The reason why I love this one is because it's made for sensitive skin with prone to redness, which is my case, and I find that it makes a massive difference. So I still have quite a bit, but I'm definitely going to buy a couple of bottles whenever I go there, because I'm not going to be back there until the end of July, so I definitely will go through this quite a bit. I wouldn't use that on a daily basis. This is basically whenever I have to go to bed and I'm really tired and I don't want to do my whole skincare routine, but I still want to remove all my makeup, I just would use that to remove it. And sometimes I would apply after that the eye lotion if I've rubbed my eyes a bit to remove the mascara, and then put the night cream on then, or the day cream depending on what time of the day it is. But it's a good compromise. I find that micellar waters, they are quite widely available now in a wide range of brands and all that. I've tried the Garnier one. It's not bad, but it's not that amazing that I would say, go, you need to buy this one. It's good, it works, but it's not, you know, that amazing, not as much as that one. Anyway, for my skin, one thing I want to stress in this video, and it's not because something works for me that's going to work for you. Skincare is something that is a very personal thing. It depends on what kind of life you have, what kind of skin you have, how your skin reacts to something, and something can be amazing to some people but not to other people. So this is what works for me. So don't, please don't think, oh, this is working, I'm going to go and get it. If you have oily skin, for example, my skin, so it's very sensitive, it would be more dry, but I still have some oiliness on the side of my nose and on that part of my face, and I would have some around my mouth, mostly whenever I get near my period, and some like that time of the month really. But yeah, so this was what works for me, and I cannot guarantee it will work for you, but I thought I would just show you, just in case you're interested. Anyway, moving on. This is not something I use on a daily basis. This is something that I use whenever I feel like I need it. It's a lip scrub from Lush. It's called Mint Juleps. I think that's how you pronounce it. There you go. It's a sugar scrub basically. This one is quite full, so It's basically sugar and oils, and this one it smells to be milk chocolate, and I do feel like it smells like mint more than chocolate. I love the smell of it, and the good thing is that even if you swallow a little bit, it doesn't matter because it's mainly sugar really. I'm sure you could do your own, but it's just nice and handy to have a little pot like that. Then I'm gonna move to body. This was face, now you're getting body. Sorry, I have a really itchy nose, so you're gonna have to apologize if I do scratch my nose a bit. Anyway, shower gel. First thing, most days I do take showers. I used to think I hated bath, and now I know why I hated bath. It's because I've never had the right bathtub or the right products and all that. I'm not going to talk to you about bath stuff because it wouldn't be very realistic about what I would do during the year. I must have had maybe 10 baths this year. I do have showers the other day, don't think I've only had 10 baths and that's it. Like in total I must have had 10 baths in the whole year, just because my shower does not accommodate my body very comfortably. For a start, my bath, our bath is quite narrow and it's not very comfortable with the side of my backside. Let's put it that way. No, we have a very narrow bath, and also the tap on our bath has no pump. So basically when you want to fill the bath, you have to plan 3 hours in advance and start filling the water, and by the time you get to the bath it's cold, so I usually don't even bother. Most of the time when I've had a bath was when I was not in my house, so it was in a hotel or somewhere else. But yeah, eventually when we redo our bathroom, this is something I want to get sorted, because I do love bath bombs and all those stuff, but I usually save them for special occasions and things like that. So I do take showers, and this is when the next items come from. I do like to change my shower gel, mainly the scent of them, depending on my mood. I don't always have a shower in the morning or in the evening, it just depends. At the moment it can be any time of the day, because I have 2 young children, and sometimes it just means that I need to wait for a moment, like a little window in the day to become available for me to take a shower. So whenever it's in the morning and I need to wake up, this is something I am absolutely in love with. I use this. It's called Beautiful. It's by Lush, which you have understood I absolutely love. And it smells, well, officially I think it's meant to smell like peach juice and apricot or something like that. To me it smells, there's like almost like a grapefruity scent. It does have some little glitter inside, as you can see, but they do not stay on your body. They just look pretty, and I find it like a very fresh like scent to wake you up in the morning, and that's when usually I use it. When I want something more comforting, this is another one. Everything seems quite yellow in my shower gel choice. I do like citrusy scent a lot, more than like super sweet stuff. This one is the yuzu and cocoa shower cream, and it smells like chocolate orange. Yeah, really, it is really yummy. The only thing is that it does look a little bit like paint, I find, but it doesn't matter. I don't really care about the color, to be honest. It's more the scent, and it's nice, and yeah, I just like it. It just puts me in a good happy mood after my shower. I would love to tell you I do moisturize my body every single time I have a shower. I would love to tell you that, because I would love to be spending that kind of time doing this. Truth is, I'm not. I mean, not. I should, but I'm not. Now, this is one thing. If you asked me, what is your favorite thing in Lush? For very many reasons, this would be it. If you have eczema, psoriasis, very sensitive skin, very dry skin, try this. I have psoriasis. I get it on my scalp, I get it on my arms, on my belly, on my knees. I've tried a lot of things to make it work. I really have tried a lot of things, and really there are only 2 things that really helped me. It's changing my hair care routine completely, which I will move on to soon to explain to you why I've done that. And this. What used to happen before is that my psoriasis would start to flare up. I would start to have a little patch, and then gradually get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I've tried cortisone creams, I've tried loads of different stuff, medication and stuff like that. Nothing, absolutely nothing has worked. This is another area there again where it depends on people again. I know people around me who have psoriasis, and I've tried other things that worked for them and didn't work for me. But I do not know anyone who has tried this and it hasn't worked for them. Same for eczema. It is, yeah, it's amazing. So it's like a cream like this. I always have some at home. It does smell to me like, whenever my sisters were small, my mom used to put a cream on their bum. Sorry, it sounds really wrong when I say it like that. It doesn't sound very appealing, I am aware of this. But it was like a soothing cream, a bit like pseudo-cream or something, but it did smell a bit like that. That's what it reminds me of. It was called Mademoiselle if you're French and you know exactly. It's like a yellow, well, it used to be a yellow tube, but it smells a bit like that. It is very, very good for anything like dry skin. It's just good for everything. I just use it on everything. I've used it on Owen's eczema as well. It's suitable for younger children. They have, unfortunately, they had something called Dream Wash, which was clay. It was about like a clay-based body wash, and they used to call them shower smoothies, and they have discontinued it, unfortunately, because when I was pregnant, my skin became a lot worse, and the itchiness, because of it was so dry, was getting ridiculous. And having a shower using Dream Wash and this after was the most amazing thing. Luckily now this alone is enough, but yeah, it really is amazing. So now let's move on to hair care. My hair is something that I am very particular with. I do not let anyone I do not know do anything drastic to it. I extremely rarely use heat on my hair. By that I mean not even hair dryers. I must blow dry my hair about, well, twice a year when I go to the hairdressers, and maybe another 4 or 5 times during the year myself. Otherwise I would rather go out with my hair wet than dried. I don't like it. I don't like what it does to my hair, and my hair used to be not really bad, but I could not get my psoriasis on my scalp under control. I still have issue. I don't have psoriasis on my scalp anymore, but I still have a lot of issue with very, very dry scalp that can get very itchy, but it's not psoriasis, so it's under control kind of. I don't have massive flakes coming off my scalp and very embarrassing rash that starts to spread to my face. But the only way I managed to get to this is by removing any kinds of silicones from my hair routine, and it's not something I was aware of until I started to research ways to improve my psoriasis on my scalp, and I started to research the whole silicone side of things. I had seen a lot of things about bloggers or articles and people on YouTube trying to go without silicone, and I thought I would give it a go and see what happens, because I read a blog from a girl who had the same issue as me and it did work for her, so give it a go. The first few months are not very pretty because your hair does get pretty disgusting, really, because I'm going to make it brief. I probably will end up making a full video about this, but basically products with silicone, so anything that usually says makes your hair glossy, shiny and all that, what happens that it just coats your hair to make it slide, and so it's tangle free and all that. The problem with that is that it's kind of suffocating the roots and your scalp. It coats your scalp as well, and so your hair is not really actually clean. It just, yeah, it's like that. If some hair type probably doesn't cause any issues, but people like me, my scalp just basically was suffocating under there, and it was just becoming worse and worse for my psoriasis, so much that I could not get it under control. So I started by removing any kind of silicones, and it's actually 2 years now I haven't used any silicones on my hair. The odd time I would have had it was whenever I go to the hairdressers, because I am pretty sure that the products they use do contain some, because I know the brands they use, and those brands usually have loads in them. I don't really mind when it's a one-off, because I mean it can't just suddenly change everything, really. I've had no issues with that, but the reason why I am using those products is because I can clearly know by the ingredients that I will have no issues with the silicones. So the other thing is, that if I don't switch around, if I always use the same thing, my hair starts to get greasy very quickly again. So the way I do with my hair is usually I leave about, I shampoo my hair, then I leave about 2 days after that, and then do it. So I do it every 3 other days. Does it make sense? Can you say that? Every 3 days roughly. And I would usually do twice something, and then the third time I would use different products. Just I kind of unsettle the whole thing, and then I can keep it on top of my hair, not getting greasy quickly. So what I would use on most of the time is this solid shampoo. I only use solid shampoo at the minute from well, at the minute for the past 2 years, from Lush. This one is Soak and Float. I have a feeling it's only available online now. It's been reformulated recently, and I'm quite happy about this. This is one of the new ones. I'm quite happy with that, because the one thing most people don't like about it is that it has a very pungent, strong scent. It smells like cade oil, if it gives you an idea of what that smells like, very, very strongly. And it does leave that scent in your bathroom quite a lot after. So some people can't get over this. This is mostly for people with dry, flaky scalp and like itchy scalp. It's amazing. This thing has saved my scalp, this little thing there. Absolutely amazing. I'm not a big fan of the scent, so usually when I use this, what I use after that is American Cream, which is a conditioner which I love the smell of, and what I like about it is that the scent does stay in your hair. And every time I use it, people keep commenting about how nice my hair smells, and this is really nice. The American Cream one is quite moisturizing, and sometimes if I use it all the time, it's a little bit too much. So whenever I don't use that, the one I use is a much lighter one. If you do have oilier, like a oilier scalp, like oilier hair, greasier hair, that's the word. I would strongly recommend this one. It's called Veganese, and it smells like lemon juice. That's exactly what it smells like. It's quite liquidy, but the good thing about it is that it will detangle your hair, but it doesn't weigh it down, so it's quite a light conditioning thing, but it has the detangling action. And usually when I use that, because my hair gets really, really tangled, I use this one, which is Karma Combat, which I love. And I'm wondering, is that one of the ones that's only online now? I need to double check. But I absolutely love it. It smells like do you know the Karma range in Lush? That's what it smells like. It has a detangling effect on the hair, so when I use this and this, it's enough to get my hair detangled enough. So that's it. You have it. My 2015 favorite hair skincare stuff. As you can see, Liz Earl and Lush, well, Lush mainly is my go-to brand, simply because I know their products really well. I have worked there quite a while ago, and I know their products quite well, and I like the fact that whenever you go to their website, you have a clear view of all the ingredients. You can even click on each ingredient to find out what it is and what it does in the product. They are very, very transparent about what they use, and they are not claiming to be all natural, but a lot, in all the brands I've tried that you can find easily on the high street, they are by far the one I find the most using natural products and treating their staff the most fairly, and also all the traders they work with. And I also like the whole involvement they have to make the world a better place. It's something I wish we could all do a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't take much, but I like their involvement in all those things. So that's why I like to go there. Really agree with their products and with their ideas, so can't really go wrong with that. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't even look further. Whenever I find a product I really love, I do like to try products a lot, but when I find something I really love and really works for me, I just stick with it. Really stick with it. So it will be interesting to see next year, at the end of the year, when I do this video again, because I'm planning to do that, to compare, to see if it has changed or not, and see what the changes are, the reasons. Anyway, I wish you a very, very happy new year. You are probably, if you're watching this video on the day's release, you're probably going to go and celebrate or do I don't know what you'll be doing, but I am currently in France, and tonight I am planning to have a board game cozy night with my parents and my sister and the children, and I'm really looking forward to that, really. I feel like I'm past the whole partying crazy stage, really, although I've never really hit that stage, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, Happy New Year, and I will see you next year in the next video. I am not entirely sure which one that will be. I haven't decided yet. I have a few I can move around, but surprise. Anyway, Happy New Year. Bye.